be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Danielle, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The John Hancock Tower rising above the bustling city of Boston and its tree-lined streets. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. And the new power rankings, still only the first month of the season. Here's a chance to compare early returns. You look at the Nets. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And I think for the Celtics, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
Here are the starters for New Jersey. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Mills in at the 2. And for the Celtics, they've got Jason Tatum. Smart is out there with Derek White. Then there's Horford. And it's Williams at the 5. And with Thanksgiving coming tomorrow, Greg, how many plates of turkey you think you're going to put away?
Oh, you got to get seconds. Just make sure you leave enough room for dessert. Sometimes maybe a little walk is what you need to shake off what we back home used to call the itis.
Now here's Tatum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Got to give credit to Tatum. I mean, adding strength over time, learning how to score through contact on the drive, all positive signs.
Now Irving. Out to Harris. Clock at 6. No one near him. Kept alive. Here's Drummond.
Boy, excellent possession from this team. That time when you set up Drummond down low, and you're going to get trips to the line.
The Nets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
He's off on the second.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
So it's New Jersey now, after the basket by Boston. Here's Mills. White with the defensive effort. Pass to Smart. Tatum at the elbow. Over Harris. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Here's Smart following the three-pointer by New Jersey. Outside, White. Tatum on the wing. Over Harris. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by White. Tatum's got 6 points.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
There's the pass to Mills. Wants to get it to Irving and does. He gets it in there.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or short.
Good on the triple. He's got 9.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Outside Irving, passes to KD. Pass to Mills, fires the 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul.
You know, Patty Mills is one of a long line of outstanding Australian players who played their college ball in Northern California at St. Mary's College.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
To the middle. Here's Horford. New Jersey with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3 ball. Harris has got 6.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Irving looking over the floor. Outside Durant. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a 3 of his own.
Now here's White. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's Mills. White covering. And Mills kicks to Drummond. Outside, KD. Again, the Nets for 2.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Here's White. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now the pass to KD. The feed to Drummond. Over Williams. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant a threat on the offensive glass, too.
White the pass to Tatum. Takes the 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Harris's shot is off.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
Shoots the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. This is the first they're seeing of New Jersey.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
We know that's in the past, but you can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Williams. Daniel Tice comes in for Al Horford. Neesmith, he's checked in for White. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. And here is Irving. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. A nice shot by Irving.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Here's Pritchard. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Count it. Irving's got 7 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Tatum. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 17 points in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back. And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded. And you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
Here's Tice following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside Tatum lets the three fly, and again Boston with the triple.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but you know he can't do it by himself.
To the inside, here's Brown. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring, but he's making passes like that too. Watch out.
Here's Simmons. After the basket by Boston. Yep, that one goes in there.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Pritchard draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Boston making a switch here. Morgan's checked in. And the Nets with possession here. 3-point lead. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Simmons passes to Irving. Passes it to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Simmons inside. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Boy, Simmons racks up points by being involved in hustle plays, using his size and his great instincts to impact the game in a lot of different areas.
To the left side wing. And Tatum launches it from deep. Can't connect from long distance. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows he's always got the green light.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game, and that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
Agreed. And for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
Nicholas Claxton.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
They've got Neesmith, Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Morgan in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 4. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Here's Pritchard. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
Simmons can bounce now. He's 6'11", but he can get up in the air, too. Makes dunks a lot more fun when you're that tall and can bounce like Simmons can.
Tatum, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Derek White comes in for Jason Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Pritchard. And a change for New Jersey. Mills is checked in. Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. And the shot goes in.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely.
Pass to Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
They get it back. Celtics trail by 4. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Over Irving. And it's White missing. New Jersey leading by 4. From 13, had a hand on it, and they're able to recover. And it's good for 2. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. White drives in, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. White's got his second bucket of the night. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
And first time out of the game called for New Jersey.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Teams changing it up here.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 15 points a game, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Smart kicks to White. And he drives in. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
Aggressive move that time by White. Part of the reason he continues to gain the confidence of the coaching staff.
And like a lot of young players, Clark, White's consistency on offense is tethered to his jump shot.
Yeah, in many ways it is, Kevin. He's strong off the dribble. He likes to get to the basket, but he needs to refine that jump shot, set up his drive a little better.
Clark, as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
First free throw is good.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And KD drops them both. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's White. He has 6. Here's Nesmith. From outside, off the mark. Outside, KD. Hands it from downtown. KD's got the lead up to 11 now for New Jersey.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Simmons against Horford. Simmons looking around. Bobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Boy, that fancy alley-oop right there, that move by Drummond, the result of excellent communication with his teammates.
Smart passes to White. He dishes it to Horford. Over Durant. That's in, and the New Jersey lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Horford.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And that one, good. Simmons got 8 here in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Nesmith. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jason Tatum comes in for Nesmith, and it's Pritchard in for Derek White. And the Nets making a change here as well. LaMarcus Aldridge has checked in for Patty Mills.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Remaining in the first half, 2 minutes.
The 3 from Tatum. Hits it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 26.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first half. Here's Simmons. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Clock at 4. Here's Harris.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off.
Smart goes in.
As tough as they get. Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating.
The Celtics shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Marcus Smart at the line.
And that one falls for Smart. And so, Smart nails both of them.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Horford against KD. Here's Aldridge. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Aldridge has got his third basket of the night right there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Feeds it to Durant. Who's back up? It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. Smart passes to Pritchard. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
From Marcus Smart.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Outside Durant. Aldridge against Horford. Outside Simmons.
Simmons.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Smart on the wing. Tatum looking around. Jacks up a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's New Jersey, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing the glass has given them a physical and a middle edge.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
That's just weak perimeter D. You can't let a team sink that many threes, especially at such a high percentage. They need to come out and second half. Otherwise, the barrage will continue.
And And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Harris. And it's Mills in at the shooting guard position.
How about that? The flush from Harris. People forget this guy is 6'6", and he's got a little burst and bounce, too.
White dishes to Horford. Over Drummond. And that one hits back iron.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Outside Tatum from downtown. And again, Boston with the triple.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Mills passes to Drummond. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, you look at Mills and the kind of passer he is now, setting up his teammates, indicative of the kind of work he put into his passing game.
Now here's White. He has 6. And here's Tatum for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. KD finds Irving. Comes up empty down low. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum with it. He's picked up by KD. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 8 points.
How about that effort from White? Total focus on the rack.
Mills with it. 5 points in the game. Knocked loose and stolen by Horford. Inside, here's White. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Al Horford. And then for New Jersey, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And finished off by Brown.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
To the paint, here's Brown. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Down low, here's Mills, and it's sent back by White. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Smart against Irving. And there's the pass to KD. Over Tice. They get it again. The shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Passes it to Tatum. Shoots over Brown, and it's Boston with another.
I tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league, and they're on display now.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here's Mills. He's got 5. Now here's White. Pass to Tice. Back to White. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Wow. What can you say?
New Jersey trails by 6. And a wide open look for Irving. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming in. An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Neesmith, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Then for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Durant, and it's Ben Simmons in for Patty Mills. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite. Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it. Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
It's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Left side, Tatum. New Jersey with the rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
No good from Irving. The Celtics with the lead. White the pass to Neesmith. Drills it from outside. Neesmith has got 7.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
Here's Irving, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg could not agree with you more. He is special. The highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
The first one falls.
You know, off the court, Kyrie Irving has done some incredible things. One example, financially supporting WNBA players who sat out the 2020 Wubble season. Kyrie is more than a basketball player, always engaged with the world around him, and always interesting things he has to say.
New Jersey making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Pritchard. He's got 13. Outside Tatum. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
So it's New Jersey now. And here is Irving. 18 points for him. Over Tice. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys. Just as much in this half as the first.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Morgan's checked in, and it's Horford in for White. Drummond's checked in for the Nets. Both free throws good for Irving.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
The 3 from Tatum connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Simmons. Tatum wide open, and again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Over Simmons. Tatum no good. New Jersey trails by 6. Irving for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. Boston shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set. And right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Tatum draws the double. And stolen by Simmons. For the finish. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
And here's Tatum for 3. Off the mark. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. New Jersey on top, up by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Boston trailing. Horford is out there with Williams. Then there's Smart. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Driving to the basket. Neesmith can't get it to go. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Now the dish to Irving. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's Pritchard. And it's off from three-point range. Well, New Jersey shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. A nice shot by Irving.
Man, the confidence Irving has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
Here's Neesmith. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Drummond. to the middle. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, this is Simmons at his most explosive, and we are seeing the vast array of his skills on display here tonight.
Outside, Smart. And he comes up with the deuce.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside, Horford. Drills the three-pointer.
Horford's three-point shooting has really developed. Been an impressive journey for him. He understands the value of being a big guy that can spread the floor by making threes.
Irving passes to Mills. Six on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
New Jersey making a switch here. Durant's checked in. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. There's the feed to Smart. Shoots over Mills. And again, it's Boston converted.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. A nice shot by KD.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jason Tatum. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Celtics provided some information to us. He's dealing with a sore ankle right now, and they're icing it down to try and keep it from swelling too much. While the season isn't very old, this is still distressing to hear, and somebody is going to have to pick up the slack while he's out. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Left side, Smart. The pass to Neesmith. That one doesn't drop, and it's New Jersey the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points, and he gets it to go. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Williams, count it. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Pass to Durant. On the wing, Harris. Back to KD. A three-pointer, no good.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Now just a 2-point New Jersey lead.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Marcus Smart. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
And during that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
All right, look who's coming on onto the floor. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
Here's Pritchard. In the corner, Tatum with it. Good, another from three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives. And the shot goes down.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Tatum, that's for two. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Here's Durant. And no good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
And listen to this crowd. They are letting him hear it.
Greg, as well they should. One of the great three-point shooting displays we've seen in league history.
Boy, how about the performance so far from deep? He's been that good.
Here's what New Jersey's going with right now. Andre Drummond comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Ben Simmons. That gives them the lead. 67 points for Jason Tatum.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Here's Irving. It's good from about 19 feet.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Irving. Left side, Tatum. Fires the three. Another bucket. Wow.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Pass to Drummond. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Durant, that's good. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. To the paint, here's Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his third assist on the night.
Well, he's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
They get it again. And it's Drummond missing. Boston's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Well, New Jersey shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Pass to Durant. Got it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
It's White on the wing. Horford tried to free himself up. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey. They trail by 2. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Stand up and make some noise.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. Rebound, Boston. guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Pritchard, who's covered by Irving. 6 to shoot. Horford finds Tatum for 3. And they recover it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the 3. Kept alive by Boston. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Marcus Smart.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
At the line for 2.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The potential that Tatum still possesses to get better is quite scary. I mean, this guy has done an awful lot in a very short time. He's a versatile forward with tremendous skills and a work ethic to match.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey. They're down by 4. 9 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all. Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
At the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ballgame. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.